The biggest charity scandals of 2025. My name is Laurie Styron. I'm the CEO and Executive Director of CharityWatch. We're a national independent charity watchdog organization founded in 1992 and based here in Chicago, Illinois. There's charity scandals that go on all the time, but here are a few notable ones from this year. So the first on the list is millions for kids' meals allegedly spent on homes and cars. This person sounds like a real winner. A jury trial is currently underway, or it was as of earlier this week, for the executive director of the Missouri nonprofit New Heights Community Resource Center. And the director allegedly siphoned off approximately $10 million of federal government money from programs meant to feed children. She was said to have misappropriated funds to finance luxury real estate, high-end vehicles, and a $1.4 million gift for a romantic partner. If you are getting $1.4 million gifts from a romantic partner and they don't have the kind of job that can pay for that, I would advise you to look at that gift with skepticism. The next one on the list is youth hockey's hidden profits, the Colorado case. So a Colorado judge found Randy Kenai, I believe that's how you pronounce it, who led the Colorado Amateur Hockey Association for more than a decade, liable for routing youth hockey money through his private company instead of the nonprofit. The ruling followed a short civil trial and ordered Kenai to repay $579,000. And the case centered on undisclosed conflicts of interest, civil theft, breaches of fiduciary duty tied to state tournaments and other programs. And I believe there will be more reporting coming out on that case. By the way, I want to point out that this information is coming from an article that we just posted on our website, on our blog at CharityWatch.org. We'll link to it at the end of the video if you're interested in looking into any of these things yourself. And we do link to a lot of the original news sources that dug into this information and reported on this stuff. So if any of this strikes your interest, come to our site, and then you can navigate to those sources to read more about these situations. A dumpster fire in San Francisco parks. So the San Francisco Parks Alliance, which is actually no longer with us because of this scandal, it revealed in a leaked email from its chair that it had diverted at least $3.8 million of funds that had been earmarked for specific projects into general operating expenses. So this is a problem a lot of nonprofits run into. Unlike the other scandals on this list, this is really one more of irresponsible governance compared to, misappropriation of assets, right? So no one here is being accused of taking the money and using it for personal reasons. They're being accused of getting a grant that was restricted for some specific purpose, having cash flow problems, and then just kind of borrowing money out of this restricted grant to pay to keep the lights on and things going. Not allowed to do that. So this did lead in the eventual winding down and the ceasing of operations of this organization in June of 2025. So that just goes to show, these rules are there for a reason. They're there to save you from yourself. You can't be borrowing from restricted funds when you're running a nonprofit to pay for your operations. You have to figure something else out. The next one is Castle Cash and Controversy. New York sues Vadair. I'm saying Vadair, it's Vdare, maybe it's pronounced a different way, but in any case, the New York Attorney General, Letitia James, sued the Vadair Foundation and its leaders, alleging that they diverted millions in charitable assets for personal benefit and used the far-right nonprofit, quote, like a personal piggy bank. Now, everyone listen, there are charities that, on various, contentious moral, philosophical, political issues lean far in one direction or the other. And let me tell you, I've been doing this work a long time. Nobody's hands are clean, okay? There's organizations all along the political spectrum who have done some pretty awful things, So This happens to be what's described here as a far-right group, but certainly, being far-right is not what created the problem. It's the people involved. The complaint says that the funds helped to purchase a medieval-style castle in Berkeley Springs, West Virginia, for about $1.4 million, and escalated related party rent payments, mortgage payoffs, continued fundraising despite the claim that it had shut down. There's a lot of other things going on here. It's my understanding that that case is still ongoing, so it'll be interesting to follow that. There's a couple more on here that I think this video is getting long, so I'll just let you come to our website and check out the rest of the scandals. There's 3 more that we have listed here. So come to CharityWatch.org, come to our blog, check this out. It's just called The Biggest Charity Scandals of 2025, and we will link to it at the end of this video. I hope you also come to our site and look at all the good charities. We have top-rated charities on our site at CharityWatch.org. We want to warn you about the bad groups and also help you find the good ones, and we're all just trying to make the world a better place, so keep that in mind. Thanks, everyone.